East Point Community Schools Board of Education, July 22nd, 2024, at 6:32. Please call the roll.
Ms. Richardson.
Present.
Mrs. Rayford.
Here.
Mrs. Grunberg.
Here.
Mr. Roscoe.
Here.
Mr. Grunberg.
Here.
Mr. Williams is absent. Dr. Early's here.
Could all stand for the pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
No changes to the agenda, right? Okay. Is there a motion to approve the agenda?
Place forth a motion to approve the agenda as it written, in its written form.
Second.
Please call a vote.
Mr. Roscoe.
Yes.
Mrs. Grunberg.
Yes.
Mrs. Richardson.
Yes.
Mrs. Rayford. Mr. Grunberg.
Yes.
And Dr. Early, yes.
Motion carries. Is there a motion for the consent agenda?
Place forth a motion to approve the consent agenda in its written form.
I'll second that.
Please call the vote.
Mr. Roscoe.
Yes.
Mrs. Grunberg.
Yes.
Mrs. Rayford.
No.
Mrs. Richardson.
Yes.
Mr. Grunberg.
Yes.
And Dr. Early, yes.
Next, superintendent's report. Superintendent Gibson.
Hi, good evening, ladies and gentlemen of the Board of Education, and for those audience members joining us here for our meeting and those at home. This is your superintendent's report. We're going to continue on with the theme of moments that matter, and we're going to share a few more of those with all of you here this evening. Fall registration is open. Right now, you can begin the registration process online. Yes. There were some pauses this summer when online registration was not open as we did our rollover processes, but it is open now. Please visit our website to register online, where you can pick up your phone and connect to this QR code. Our school buildings will not open until Tuesday, August 13th for in-person enrollment. If you are unable to register using this QR code, you are welcome to come to the administration building located at 24685 Kelly Road. And we are able to help you from 8 a.m. to 4:30 to complete the registration process or provide paper packets. This Sunday, big, huge thank you to Assistant Superintendent Stephanie Fleming and our MTSS coordinator and homeless liaison, Donna Fabian Grossman, and all of the people who made this happen. East Point Community Schools a number of years ago began offering camperships. And at the time we offered one per student at each school. And using our Title IV federal funds, we are now offering 8 camperships. So on Sunday, this bus and these lovely children were driven to Camp Skyline in Almont, Michigan, and they are underway for their week of camp. I'd like to applaud the team for planning and taking the time to make sure that every child had what they needed to attend camp. And so if they needed a sleeping bag, the team made sure that they had that. If they needed a suitcase, the team made sure that the kids had that. And so the kids are getting opportunities to have farm experiences with animals, swimming, campfires, s'mores, and all the things that come from an overnight camp. So we can't wait to tell more of those stories from our kids who received camperships. And these students were all nominated by their principals to attend camp. So summer discovery is underway. East Point Community Schools would like to thank the Ballmer Foundation and United Way. East Point Community Schools was the only school district in Macomb County. It's summertime, and apparently I've forgotten what county we are in, but we are in Macomb County, and we received a very large grant that has allowed us to offer not only learning activities in the morning using the Lavinia Rise curriculum in mathematics and English, but also tons of enrichment activities. So the students have been to the Henry Ford Museum, Greenfield Village, the Detroit Parade Company. The Exotic Zoo has come in, the Mobile Planetarium, Carnival, Super U challenges, and there is also team sports going on with the Boys and Girls Club, where there are flag football scrimmages happening, and there is a lot of activity between the Boys and Girls Club summer programs and the East Point Summer Discovery programming happening. And we are so blessed to have all of the staff willing to give up their time to provide these opportunities for our kids. And I've been over a number of times, and it looks like there's a lot of fun and a lot of learning to be had. Enrollment is now open for preschool, and I'm going to
Are
show
you ready
this.
to inspire a love of learning in your child? Explore the East Point Early Learning Center's Great Start Readiness Preschool program.
All three of my kids, they love going here because of the teachers, of course.
Nestled in a dedicated early learning center focused solely on preschool programs, our GSRP offers a unique environment for your 4-year-old to thrive.
Everybody is just extremely friendly, and my daughter absolutely loves her teacher.
With certified teachers and a curriculum focused on literacy, math, and social skills, your child will be well prepared for kindergarten and beyond. Enroll your child today and join our community of engaged families and passionate educators. Contact us today to discover how your child can embark on a journey of learning and discovery at the East Point Early Learning.
So I'd like to thank Caitlin Keenitz and the staff at East Point Early Learning Center for helping to create that video. We did share it to our Facebook page, and I think about 16 applications came in shortly thereafter. So thank you so much for your work in putting that video together. Our summer community newsletter is about to head off to the presses. This is going to be our second issue of the East Point Community Schools Community Newsletter. Our first issue was sent out in December, and this is our attempt to involve our community in our school district and to give information. We have a really robust and beautiful Facebook page, but not all people use Facebook as their primary modality to get information. So we felt it was important for every member that lived in our community to get updates on our strategic plan, our bond projects, as well as all of the wonderful things that we have happening here at East Point Community Schools right to their mailboxes. So those are set to go out at the end of this week, and we anticipate families and community members will be getting those in the beginning of August. Summer meals, Meet Up and Eat Up is happening at East Point High School as well as East Point Middle School from July 8th to August 8th, Monday through Friday. Breakfast is available from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. and lunch is served from 10:30 a.m. until noon. All meals must be eaten on site. You do not have to attend East Point Community Schools to partake in this opportunity to have breakfast and lunch daily. Upcoming events, we have Gleaners Mobile Food Distribution at 11:30 a.m. on August 1st. August 8th will be our last day of our K-9 summer programs and summer discovery, as well as Meet Up and Eat Up. August 13th, our school offices open. August 13th through 15, New Teacher Academy at the Early Learning Center. Our staff return on August 20th, and we will have our whole district kickoff. And the first day of school will be a half day for students on August 26th. Just a reminder, fall sports competitions do begin on August 21st. Students and families, if you have not gotten a physical yet, I did see that there is a health clinic on Kelly and 9 Mile that is offering free athletic physicals. So please travel down 9 Mile and you will find that there are free athletic physicals. And this concludes the superintendent's report this evening. Thank you.
Okay, next on the agenda is hearing of the public. Next on the agenda is hearing of the public. Does anyone wish to be heard? Does anyone wish to be heard? Seeing none, we'll close the hearing of the public at 6:42. Discussion, curriculum, student code of conduct. No changes to the document, we're just looking for approval pretty much.
So
information.
the board has received a number of copies of the student code of conduct as as we've ensured legal compliance as well. And I'd like to again credit Donna Fabian Grossman, our MTSS coordinator, for leading a group of administrators through this process. This evening, the Student Code of Conduct is at your up for action. I think the big piece for us with the Student Code of Conduct is we are on a campaign for excellence here at East Point Community Schools. And part of that is setting a tone in our schools for appropriate behavior. We'll be doing our due diligence to make sure our families and students know about our expectations. And this action by the board is just to solidify that as a board, we agree in a student code of conduct and support the work of our administrators in getting a fair and consistent student code of conduct.
Is there a motion to adopt the student code of conduct?
Place forth a motion to adopt the student code of conduct.
Second that.
Any questions, comments?
I think that you did great work, and we appreciate it.
Please call a vote.
Mr. Roscoe,
Yes.
Mrs. Grunberg,
Yes.
Yes.
Ms. Rayford,
Yes.
Mrs. Richards,
Yes.
Mr. Grunberg,
Yes.
and Dr. Early, yes.
Next, Business Operations Board Authorization, Bank Account Signers.
Good evening. Over the last few years, staff has turned over in the district, including former Superintendent McLeod's retirement. And there's a need to update the actual signers on the bank accounts at First State Bank and Comerica Bank. And what we mean by signers, a person that's authorized to like making phone inquiries or written inquiries of transactions, conduct electronic transfers between district bank accounts. So what we'd like to do is add Christina Gibson, Superintendent, myself, Robert Carlesso, Executive Director of Business and Operations, and Christina Govan, District Accountant, to the list of authorized signers, in addition to Board Treasurer, Mr. Robert Roscoe. Mr. Roscoe is the only person that's authorized to actually sign checks for the district. Any questions?
Is there a motion to adopt the signers as presented?
Place a motion. Place forth a motion. I can't do the motion. You do the motion.
Second.
No.
What?
Motion.
He's in you do.
Well, I got a question.
I'd like to place forth a motion to have Christina, the superintendent, Robert, financial, and Christina Govan, accounting, add it to the bank account signatures, signers.
Second.
Please call a vote.
You have a question?
Go ahead. I thought you had a question.
Oh, anybody have a question? I didn't see
I
that.
thought you had a.
You had a question.
Oh, well, I was just going to ask them what they were laughing about, but that has nothing to do with this, so I reserve that question for later.
Ms. Grunberg,
Yes.
Mr. Roscoe,
Yes.
Mrs. Rayford,
Yes.
Mrs. Richardson,
Yes.
Mr. Grunberg,
Yes.
Dr. Early, yes.
Okay, meeting adjourned,
Now, we were laughing.
6:46.
We were laughing because Robert said that Robert was the only signer. He is. He was. I know, I'm sad. And he looked at me